Well, tell them what you're doing.
I'm going to take a picture of my grandma and my dad.
And what they doing?
On the field.
Who on the field?
My grandma and my dad.
Why they on the field?
Oh.
Tell your grandma say hey. I said tell her say hey. Call her.
Grandma, say hey.
Call your dad.
Grandma. Grandma. Still. Say hey. Say hey. Say hey. Say it loud. Why they right there on the field?
Huh?
Why they right there? Mama G's shirt is small. That shirt all the way out here.
Good, be quiet.
Good evening. Tonight is senior night where we celebrate all the seniors that are football players. Number 54, Amarian Harris. Amarian is escorted by Stephanie Harris and Javarius Harris. Number 60.
Hi y'all. I feel like I haven't vlogged in a long time. I just been doing so much and trying to get so much stuff together till I just haven't been like, you need to be vlogging, you need to be vlogging. I think I missed the whole week of devotion with y'all and I'm sorry. But I'm gonna try to vlog. We'll record a video every day this week and I'm gonna try to upload it, but I gotta go. I'm on my way to the my place now because I gotta get some cake stuff for this week, but I gotta oh yeah, I'm gonna see a T-Mobile open and see if I can just get one of the little hotspot things because this ain't gonna work. Like we can't get Wi-Fi from nobody because everybody talking about we stay out the air, but everybody that stay beside us got Wi-Fi. I don't understand. And like my grandma Wi-Fi, I use her, like it worked for me to watch movies and stuff, but it don't work good enough for me to upload a video. So I'm gonna go I'm gonna go there first and see if they open. Then I'm gonna go to Walmart and get the stuff I need for these cakes. I'll be headed back home. But yeah, y'all, I just been working. And then I hadn't told y'all, but I'm starting a Christian clothing brand. I got one of the hoodies on now. I'll insert some pictures in here. I'm having a pop-up shop November 23rd, the day before Thanksgiving, to launch the brand. I'm gonna have 3 different types of hoodies, and I'll have a t-shirt. I'm thinking about doing beanies, but I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna start off with. And then I got invited to another pop-up shop. It's called like Chili Fest or something. And I'm glad I remember that because the lady told me to go on the Facebook and send the missions to the thing so they can know. But yeah, y'all, everything been going good. And then I was worried about the clothing brand, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, I know I wasn't supposed to work, but I didn't come up with the idea. God gave me the idea. And I just did what he told me to do. And like the vision for the ideas and stuff were coming like so quick. I'm like, okay, I can do a hoodie like this. I can do a t-shirt like this. And I'll let you know. So I was like, okay, I got that going. But then I took some. Okay, I'm back. My memory card got full, so another note. I need to buy a memory card when I get over here. I need to put me a list in my phone. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm having a pop-up shop, and I'm having the pop-up shop, and that's when I'm gonna first start selling like the shirts and all the hoodies and stuff. It's gonna be November 23rd in Greensboro, Alabama. I can't get my camera back like I had it. I'll post but yeah, like I was saying, I'll post some pictures of the hoodie. With the pictures I took, I'll insert them in here. But I don't have one of the hoodies because I'm still getting that one designed. And the name of the brand is called Sacrificial Clothing. And I thought of the name was like God is the ultimate. God sacrificed his son, so Jesus was like the ultimate sacrifice for us and all our sins. So I named it Sacrificial. And with each hoodie, like in the bag, I'm gonna put a hoodie, a business card, a thank you card, and like each hoodie gonna come with an insert to let you know like what's the meaning behind the hoodie. Like, cause like the three that I'm launching, the one I got on is Psalms 23:6. So in the bag, I'm just gonna put like the card with the Psalms 23:6 in there, and then the one for Sacrificial, I'm gonna put the one in there to let you know like what it means. Another one got God provides on it, and I'm gonna put the card in there because it got Yahweh on it, which means God provides, and I put Genesis on there in the chapter, in the verse that I got. I think it was 22 and 12 or 22 and 14. I might be wrong, but yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm excited because I was nervous, but then like I posted them and I'm getting good feedback. You know, cause like, I'm prepping everybody like come to the pop-up and all this stuff. I even printed out some flyers for the pop-up and for my brand to like give to people while I'm at the store and stuff. And I'm scared to do that because like I don't ever just approach people and stuff. But like I can't get out there if I don't, you know. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, I'm coming over here to the market to get cake stuff. And that's about it. And this is my birthday month coming up. My birthday November 27th. I'm having a birthday dinner. And it's just gonna be family mostly. But yeah, I don't know what I was about to say. But anyway. Yeah, I had a lot going on, but it wasn't a lot like bad stuff. I've been having a lot of good stuff working in my favor, and you know, God been showing out for me. I mean, you know, the devil's still here, he in there, but you know, you just can't pay him no attention. So I'm deciding to bring y'all with me because I just feel like I haven't brought y'all with me in a long time. And yeah, I mean, it's just that simple. Well, not that simple. Hopefully they give me the Wi-Fi. If they don't, then I'm gonna be just uploading these videos all of a Thursday or either Thursday or Friday when I go back to work. Cause today I gotta get cake stuff. Tomorrow I gotta prep it. Wednesday I gotta do some more prepping cause they for Friday. Then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday I work. Tuesday I gotta go to the doctor cause I gotta get my last iron infusion. And what else? And I know I really never hit on it with y'all either. Like, well, I've been anemic my whole life, so my ferritin level was real low. So I had to go get like 3 iron infusions. I would have had to go like 5 times, but I told them, I'm like, I ain't got time to be coming up the road 5 different times. And then like having to sit an hour, so they end up letting me be able to come 3 times. And I have to sit 2 hours. Well, now it's only an hour and 30 minutes because this is not my first one. But if first one I had to sit an hour and 30 minutes. But with this one I don't have to. With the last two I had, with the last two I had, the last two I gotta get, I don't have to sit the extra 30 minutes because they were just trying to make sure I didn't have a reaction to it. So it's like an hour and 30 minutes, but they're fine. I'm gonna take y'all to Tuscaloosa with me, but I'm probably not gonna take my camera in the doctor office with me. But I really don't even have nowhere to go when I go up there because that's the only place I gotta go. And I plan on coming back home so I won't spend no money because I don't need to be spending no unnecessary money. But yeah, they told, but the reason I found out all this stuff where I didn't know my iron was low. So one day I thought I had the flu, right? And I went to the doctor. My mama made me, I thought I had COVID. They just how bad I feel. But that was back in June. And my mama made me go to the doctor because I wasn't gonna go. I did one of the at-home COVID tests and it was niggas, so I was like, maybe I'm just tired. But I went to the doctor and they ended up telling me my ANA level was positive, and that's a level that lets you know like you have autoimmune disorders. But most of the time, people when they come back positive, people just think you have jumped to lupus. And like after I found out it was positive, I'm like all the symptoms I have because it's been going on for a while. But I just don't go to the doctor. I'm like, Lord, I ain't got no lupus or whatever. But I end up like, okay, well they thought it was. They sent me to the rheumatologist because that's who deal with autoimmune studies and stuff. And she was like, I don't think it's lupus, but it is autoimmune. So she was like, it's one more test I want to do. And she sent out a test, I think it was the ESR. Or I might be wrong, but it was something like that. And it's for another lupus. Not lupus, it's for another autoimmune disorder called Sjogren's. And Sjogren's, a lot of people I only know about dry eyes and dry mouth. Like my mouth be real dry, my eyes be real dry. But like it affect a lot of other stuff that people don't know about. Like I hurt a whole lot, especially like in my joints. So now I found out why my knees hurt so bad. And then most of the time I just feel like somebody beat me up. I have no energy half of the time. But I'm better now since I got the iron, but that part still like have me tired and like I feel like I had a flu sometimes. Like yesterday I just felt like I had the flu really bad. And like today I couldn't get up, but then too, I did work last night. And what else? Yeah, it's called digestive issues, and I done had digestive issues all my life and nobody can figure out why. So now at least we know why. To where I don't have regular bowel movement. Anything I eat or drink make my stomach hurt or make me sick. But it ain't as bad as it was. It's kind of better now. What else? Oh, like how I always be forgetting stuff. I didn't know it causes brain fog. But like just everything that go on with me, I see why now. So yeah. But on another note, we're almost in Demopolis. I only got 2 places to go. I'm trying to see if I should get me something to eat from over here, or if I should I gotta cook the turkey meat out my fridge. Cause I bought it my refrigerator. I bought it Thursday and then I didn't freeze it, so I don't want it to go bad. So I guess I'm gonna make some turkey burgers. And so I gotta get lettuce and tomatoes. I got ketchup and stuff. I got turkey meat. Yeah, so that's all. So I guess I'll see y'all probably when I get in Walmart, because I'm not gonna take my phone to T-Mobile. I gotta stop and get gas first. I drove my mama's car and she don't got no gas. But yeah, hopefully this ain't no police because I'm just flying. Ooh, I got the camera in the dashboard. It was the police, but he ain't come. So yeah. But anyway, I guess I'll see y'all when I get to Walmart. No, you gonna pay for my stuff.
Right.
Come on, pay for all my stuff.
Shit, you the one with the job.
That what that mean?
Yeah.
What cheering is? I got these the other day and put them back, so I had to get some more. What else I got? Cat food. My dogs. Yeah, I ain't getting nobody no card yet. Excuse me, ma'am. Hey, I'm gonna do a pop-up shop. They were supposed to be in Greenberg. So I'm putting
Like her here.
Thank you. That made me nervous. They ain't got no eggs. I'll be back because I forgot I had an order coming up. I need to see what all I got to get for it. Y'all see why I had put my flyer on a lady car window. And I didn't know she was gonna be coming out the store, so I was getting in the car and I seen her walk up. She ain't even looked at the flyer yet. And like I guess she was mad I put it on the window. But like she ain't even looked to see what it was. The time she walked up, and she was walking up and seeing the paper. Like, I'm like, dang, I just looked at her and laughed. And then I guess she realized it was me on the flyer. And she was just, then she tried to change her face, but it was too late. But anyway, I don't know. I guess some people just don't like stuff put on their car. But I'm about to go to McDonald's now and get my granddaddy something to eat. I went in Walmart. I wasn't supposed to spend no money, like my personal money. But I bought me a few food items. Just some, the little chicken that they had chopped up in the deli in the little pack. And I got me some sweet potatoes. And I got some kind of like lime chicken stuff. And what else did I get? Not $70 worth of stuff, but oh well. But yeah, I got that. And what else? But I'm at Walmart now. Not Walmart. I'm at McDonald's now. I'm getting my granddad something. And I'm probably getting me some fries because I ain't ate all day. And I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat no food because I got to make them turkey burgers when I get home. But yeah, I just called to tell y'all that. Not called. I just got on here to tell y'all that I was weak. But yeah, it's okay. That's a part of it. Like, she was really damn mad that somebody had put something on the window. And somebody being me, I'm just looking at her like, you gonna look at it? Or you gonna be mad? But anyway, I gotta go to another store because Walmart didn't have one of the things I need. And I ain't even had no eggs. So now I gotta go to another store to see if I can find some eggs and everything. And I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to T-Mobile because I didn't plan on going to all these stores when I came over here. So yeah, that's that. And I'm gonna put some more flyers out, but I'll let y'all know if somebody else get mad. So I just got back home. I'm in my shop. I just gonna show y'all what I bought from Walmart. For myself. Y'all, I went in this other store to get the eggs. One of the eggs, I get 6 eggs, right? One of them $20 and stuff. I did not get it. But I got some don't know what this is, but I'm trying some maple. Roasted potatoes. Some cilantro lime chicken. I want to try that with some rice. And I bought me an onion for my burgers. Because I'm making turkey burgers now. And they didn't even have this. So I used to get this day, so I had to stop. But the border is. I was trying to show y'all I still got the root and stuff on it. And I like these for chickens and like when I want to make like a wrap or something. I got the fajita style. And I got barbecue. And I got some tomatoes. And that's all I bought. For $70. But yeah. Put these in the fridge. Well, I really could use the lettuce I had for this salad because I ain't even ate no salad yet. It probably can go ahead. Got a little time, the lettuce in the I already got to say no room to see it. But yeah, I'm gonna get these cakes started. I already got the stove on. So after I get these cakes started, then I'm gonna come back and make my burgers. And I'm gonna make some fries. But I'm gonna put them in the air fryer because I don't feel like trying to cook no burger on the skillet. Or I might. I don't know. I'll be back. Is y'all or is y'all ain't ready for devotion? I just been laying around kinda. Well, not really. I've been doing cake stuff, but that's it. And I got so much more that I could be doing, and I'm not. I mean, and I didn't. But anyways, we're about to do devotion. Is that about saying? But we're on page 47. So what number we did? So we need to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16 devotions. Well, I did 16. I did some of them with y'all, but not all of them, because I've been slacking. But I'm about to get better, because I have a little bit of, I done mellowed everything out with God, then put it to where I can work things out and not be so scared. Like, I know how to, I can do this, you know, y'all know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, don't mind my dogs. But yeah, the devotion for today says, you'll make it over. And the scripture comes from Isaiah 40:31. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. And they shall walk and not be faint. And that's one of my favorite scriptures. One morning I woke up with words of consistency and patience on my heart. As I sat quietly before God listening, he showed me the life of David from 1 Samuel chapter 16 to 2 Samuel 5. David had to wait 13 years before the promise of God was fulfilled in his life. Then he showed me Mark 4:35 and 41, where Jesus spoke a word to his disciples, telling them, let us pass over to the other side. Immediately after he spoke these words to them, a great storm arose. This is exactly what happened to King David after he was anointed in 1 Samuel 16:13. At the age of 17 to be king of Israel, a great storm arose in his life, causing him to run for his life. And it's crazy because I don't know if I mentioned something like similar to that. No, me and my friend was talking last night at work. I'm trying to get that ring light out of my eyes, but anyway, me and my coworker was talking. My friend was talking at work last night about how we want stuff, but we wanted to happen right then. And instead of having patience, and I was telling her about like how I would want certain stuff in life and how I wanted it to happen quick and like how I just wanted it, but I now realized that if God had gave it to me when I was asking for it, I wouldn't have it now, because I would have sabotaged it and I would have been wasteful with money, because I had, you know, back when I was asking for it, I didn't know how to manage no money and like what to do with it and like the right decisions to make and all that stuff. And if he had gave it to me then, I would have not had none of it now. And then two, like we want stuff to happen quick, or like we want the thing, we ask God for the stuff, but we don't want to have to go through the things we have to go through to get there, or like the test and the trial and all the stuff that's gonna come upon us to do it. Like it ain't gonna just be handed to you in your hand. You have to work for what you want, you know. So I like this one already. Paragraph 2. Surely over the years out there in the wilderness, he questioned what God had promised him. But one thing he did was he consistently sought God with patience during all the trouble he faced during this time. God knew this was a word I needed to hear that morning to encourage and strengthen me for the next leg of this journey. This road of faith we have been called to travel may be a little rough along the way. The sky may seem dark and gloomy at times. Your strength may seem as if it is failing you. And some days you may feel all alone, as if there is no hope. But God sent you a word today to encourage you to keep the faith and hold on, because regardless of what happens along the way, you will make it over. When God spoke that promise to you, he said you are going over to the other side. It doesn't matter what trouble arises the way or how impossible it may appear to be, you will make it over. And I want to start right there for a minute and go back to where he said he questioned what God the things that God have in his life. And like I find myself doing it too. And I just told her this last night. I was like, why I don't even like talking, and like I don't talk to people in person, but like I'm getting better at it. Like I don't like to talk, and it was crazy because I asked him like I was questioning him like, why do you want me to use YouTube to talk to people about the Bible? And I don't even talk to people in real life. And then like I had the empowerment event, like, and I had to get up and speak, and I'm like, Lord, you know I don't talk to people, right? And I'm like, so why do I was questioning like, why do you want me to do this with my life when you know I don't, you know what I'm saying? Just questioning the stuff he had for me, or he had set for me to do to fulfill my purpose. And but at the same time, like it said, he questioned it, but I was like, okay, but if this what you want me to do, I'm gonna do it. You know, I wasn't like, I don't do that, so I'm not doing it. I told him, I was like, you know, I don't do it, but okay, I'm gonna do it anyway. But anyways, he told me to remind you that he went ahead of you before the foundation of the world and declares your end. That's from Isaiah 46:10. Then he came back to the present and spoke to you what he was already prepared to be. All the trouble David faced along the way could not stop what God had already presented to him. What God had already predestined to be. That's why Jesus was asleep when the storm arose on the boat. He knew that regardless of what happened, they were going to get to the other side. And I feel like too that we had to realize, like, no matter what we go through, if God put it on us to do it, and he want us to do it, whatever we face, we're going to get through it, and we still going to make it to the other side to do what we have been destined to do. And I feel like a thing I had to overcome to make it to the other side was my shyness and not talking, because I'm like, you know, I don't talk, so how I'm going to do it? But I overcame it, and you know, now look at me. It didn't matter if they had to go underwater, on top of the water, or float on a piece of wood. They were going to the other side, because that was his spoken word. The same holds true to you today. Whatever it is that God had promised you, whether from his written word or realm spoken word, it shall come to pass if you will patiently remain consistent in your faith and hold on. And like if I had to say too, like how a lot of people, like when we face with stuff and we get halfway there, then we meet an obstacle, we decide, okay, it ain't worth it, I don't want to do it no more. But like, if you don't realize the fight gonna make you what's gonna make you hold on to it. Once you make it to the other side, you're like, okay, now I went through too much to get what I got. I'm not gonna lose it. I'm gonna keep working towards it and all that. But two, you gotta remember, you gotta think though, like, is what I'm doing adding on to my purpose, or is it helping me to fulfill my purpose? So like, we have to let stuff go that's hindering us or in the way, because if it's not helping you get to your purpose or make it to the other side, then it's only hindering you. Be consistent in your prayers, standing on the word, walking in love, and giving from your heart. In your consistency lies your power. Keep patience at work as you face every attack the enemy throws your way, and ride out every storm you encounter along the way, knowing you are going to the other side. What we deal with every day, it has no bearing on what has already been determined. Just like David had to trust God to see him through times in life, we also have to trust him to lean not on our own understanding. Everything that happens along the way is only preparation for what you will need to do when you arrive at that place. David had to be prepared to operate at the level of a place God was taking him, and all that you must endure is only preparation for your destiny as well. Stop looking at the storms you encounter, but keep your focus on what God has revealed to you, and you will make it over to the place he promised you. The enemy will be attempting to talk you out of what God has promised, but just remember, the middle means absolutely nothing when God has already shown you the end. And like the talk about that real quick, like a lot of people might say you crazy when you say I see myself, but that's God showing you, like, you keep on working, this is gonna be you. And it's like, I just see myself doing all the things that he want me to do, and like I have all the things that I want in life, and like I see myself at that place, so I know like I'm headed there. So in order for him, he keeps showing it to me, showing me that I'm getting there. But that's my motivation to not give up when I'm faced with stuff, you know. So you have to keep going and like not let stuff get in your way and just be like, look, not today. Remember this, you'll make it over if you don't cave in and quit. And I just told y'all that. So be consistent in the things of God and let patience have her perfect work as God takes you to the other side. And believe it or not, that was something I did not have. I had no patience. And like now I'm learning that you have to wait. If I want something and it come like that, I mean like that, it ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be working in the end. It's not gonna last because it came too quick. Anything that comes quick don't last. And if you was to get something right now that you had been praying for, the question would be to ask yourself, would I be able to sustain it? And 9 times out of 10 is a no, because you haven't went through what you have to go through to prepare you to be able to sustain what you asking for. Because just like God had Moses in the wilderness all that time, learning all that stuff, he didn't know why he was doing all that. But in the end, it was he got all he needed to know to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. So like the stuff you go through is not in vain. I mean, sometimes some of the stuff you throw at you be like, nope. But you had to keep going, and like you're gonna learn lessons from all this stuff. And in the end, you're gonna be like, oh, so this why this happened. I went through that to learn this so I can apply it to this. You know, so everything in life has a reason. And like our main purpose really is to spread God's word. But to walk in your purpose is to do what God has put on your heart to do to spread his word. Cause like when me want to start a YouTube channel, I was like, okay. But I wasn't doing it for God at first, but then I had to realize, okay, I wanted to start the channel. He put it on me to start the channel. So I gotta I'm supposed to use the channel to spread his word. You know y'all know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, just make sure what you're doing is to help is like towards your purpose, or is in depth and involved in your purpose, and it's just not for no reason. But I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'm reading Exodus, by the way. I got 10 more chapters, 40 chapters. I'm on chapter 30. So I'm gonna read some more of that tonight. Hopefully, I might try to read the hopefully it what I about to say? Oh, I should get through with it tonight. I don't know if that's what I'm about to tell y'all or not, but I got sidetracked anyway. But yeah. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna end today's vlog here. It is October the 30th, Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday. I should be able to talk to y'all about some more in-depth stuff tomorrow. But I might just make today one whole vlog and then like tomorrow be separate, so I can give y'all more videos, because I haven't been giving y'all any videos. So yeah, and I didn't go to T-Mobile, so if I have time tomorrow or I feel like I'll run over there and check that out. But anyway, that's that. So if I end this vlog here, thank y'all for watching. Be on the lookout for the next one, but I got a lot of stuff coming for y'all, I promise. And I'm gonna start having guests on here. So I have my first 2 guests in December, but if we have time before then, we'll do it this month. But it might end up being like the 2nd week in December. But yeah, I'll see y'all later.
I just didn't want it.
Hey y'all, it's devotion time. I'm trying to reach y'all with my glasses today. I mess up with them on, so I can may as well do with them off. And what's today? October 31st. It's Halloween. But I know I said I'm probably going to do one vlog. I'm going to make this a weekly vlog with devotion and stuff. So yeah, the scripture for today comes from Numbers 14:3. And wherefore hath the Lord brought us into this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be prey, were it not better for us to return into Egypt? And the title is called Fight to Stay Free. In this story, we have the children of Israel whom God has delivered from the life of bondage in Egypt, ready to enter into the land God has promised them. Moses had sent out the 12 spies to search out the land and bring back a report. When they returned, 2 of the 12 had a good report of the land. They told them how the land indeed flowed with milk and honey, just as God had promised, and brought back the fruit of it to show all the congregation. But the other 10 brought back an evil report of the people of the land. They were focused on what looked like an obstacle to them rather than remembering what God had promised. And that's what a lot of us mess up at. We want to go after what God promised us. By the time we see something going to look like it's going to be a task or hard for us to overcome, we get scared and don't want to do it no more. Instead of focusing, okay, I see what he promised me. And what's the obstacles that's in front of me, I'm not going to let them deter me from that. Because, he promised it to me, so I'm pretty sure he'll bring me through whatever trying to stop me from getting it. You know what I'm saying? It goes on to say, I heard a pastor say once that God will give you a promise and a problem will usually follow that promise. There is always time that sits right in between the promise and the frustration of that promise. In that time, the children of Israel saw God deliver them by a mighty and miraculous hand. He cared for them in the wilderness by feeding them with bread from heaven, giving them water out of a rock, and protecting them from their enemies. Now they are at the place he promised them, and they are focusing on the people of the land rather than standing on his promise. And then too, they forgot he done brought them through all of that. They was in the wilderness for 44 years. And he fed them, clothed them, kept them safe through all the stuff they went through. And got them to the land, now they at the land, and it's one obstacle. They saying, because we can't get over it. Out of all the other stuff he done brought you through, you don't think he can, if you at the promise, you don't think he can bring you through that part? This brings us to the text and the mere thought of them wanting to return to the life of bondage. And I ain't gonna keep stopping, but that's the thing too. Like sometimes we be on our way to the promise that God gave us, and we feel like the task of getting there is too hard to we'd rather go back to the miserable state we was in the first time. They made it to the promised land and was saying they'd rather go back to Egypt than to handle that one last task to step right into what God had promised them. This jumped off the page at me because I have seen several people just give up on God and return to the old life position of bondage. It's been heartbreaking for me to see someone who shared with me the goodness that God has shown them in their life and the things he delivered them from, to see them fall away and return to the old life again. And I just told y'all that, remind y'all, I don't read the devotions until I read them with y'all. So I'm reading them now. This is my first time reading it. And I'm telling y'all what it's going to say next ahead of time, just because, people do that every day. Like, they go back to an old life, but they feel like this life is too hard. And it was even harder in the life you had, but you go back because it's familiar. And that's the same with people. You will stay with somebody that do you like a dog, rather than to leave and be alone. I hope y'all can hear me because that air conditioner came up. Because you'd rather leave than to be alone for a while, and God send you the person you're supposed to have. So you'll just go back to what's familiar, even though that's not where you want to be or where God wants you to be. Here in this story, we see people return to the old life again. Here in this story, we see people who experienced the miraculous deliverance and provision of God, only to come to the door of the promise and allow what they saw as an obstacle to cause them not to only murmur against God, but doubt that he would do what he promised. I just told you that too. What causes one to give up on a God after experiencing his goodness in their life? God does indeed deliver us from that life of darkness and places us on his pathway of righteousness and truth. But we must understand also the enemy is working night and day to get us off the path we have been placed on, and we use any and everything available. The first thing these 10 saw was the size of the people. And the first thing we tend to see is the size of the obstacle, whether it be money, your mental ability, or your educational level, or anything like that, or like you feel like you don't have no help. You tend to focus on that instead of knowing you got a greater help. I don't forget what we were. Satan immediately fed them a course of fear, and they ate it. How soon they forgot God, the one who brought them out of Egypt wealthy and well, who miraculously parted the Red Sea and made miraculous provisions for them in the wilderness. Rather, they focused on the people of the land. They saw the grapes, pomegranates, and figs, a land of milk and honey, just as God had promised. And she had remembered that he had shown his awesome power in the past to get there, and that he is well able to do all that he said. But because of fear, they could rather return to the old oppressive life than fight for what God had promised them. Spiritual warfare is a must if we are to receive all God has promised us. And baby, spiritual warfare is real. Y'all probably can remember that from my last video. And like, I kind of feel like the health stuff I've been going through kind of a warfare. And like, I talked to one of my friends about it too. And she was telling me the same thing. Well, she really brought it to my attention. I was like, I was fine. And then now all this going on. And I mean, I just feel like it's just the devil trying to get me to be like, okay, if I gave my life to Christ, then why I'm going through this now? He want me to use that and try to get in my head to make me fear and not think that God got me, but I'm not going to let him. This is what is still happening to believers today. People are giving into the temptation or obstacles that they face. They are returning to the life that they are familiar with, which is also a life of bondage. They have seen God working in their life, but still will give in because it gets a little hard at times. Jude 3 says that we are to be content for the faith. That means that we are to fight and labor fervently and strive. It means to contend with an adversary. Philippians 2:12 tells us to work out our own salvation. God delivered you, but we have a responsibility to guard our heart by preparing ourselves to engage in the fight, the good fight of faith daily. Notice that they were at the door of the promise and allowed Satan to hit them with fear and cause them to miss out on the promise. What has God promised you that has caused the enemy to attack you left and right, trying to get you to cave in and quit? Like the children of Israel, you may be at the door of your promise. This is why we study the word daily, pray daily, and cast down every imagination that opposes God's word. We have decided that we will fight this fight of faith and remain free of fear and oppression in our life, so that we will walk right into the fullness of the blessing God has promised. We are as those in Hebrews 10:39 when it says, "But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul." Don't allow circumstances and situations to cause you to fear and take your focus off God and what he has promised you. Continue to fight continue to fight the good fight of faith and remain free from corrupting influences that wish to push you back into a life of bondage. Don't give in and return to your past, which comes with bondage. Keep your eyes on God and fight and stay free. Yeah. And with like some stuff that I have going on, like the devil tried to get me to steer away from it all the time. And like, I know if God didn't want me to have these things and to do the stuff I'm doing, that he wouldn't have placed it on me to do. I thought it wasn't recorded. But yeah, I know he wouldn't have placed all this stuff on me to do and like give me the knowledge and all the creativity he gave me. Like, God made me a very creative person. And I mean, you know, whatever he give you is to help pursue your purpose, which your purpose is ultimately to spread the word of God and to tell people about Christ and get them to walk in the path of Christ. And like, And then to fulfill that purpose, he gives you another purpose or another blessing, which he gave me creativity. So I feel like that's why he gave me the idea to start the Christian clothing brand, because if he didn't want me to do it, he would have never told me. Because like I had never thought about starting a clothing brand. I tried selling clothes once for plus size people, but it didn't work so well. And then like he gave me like start making hoodies and stuff, and I'm like, what? And so I went and ordered a Cricut and a Cricut press, and I just started making stuff. And then I ended up finding some vendors that can make the stuff for me, because I feel like it'll last better if they made it. But I still created the designs and everything I wanted on it. So, but I'm doing it to spread the word, and I feel like that way I'm using my creativity to fulfill my purpose, which is to help spread and teach the people about the word. And like it was a lot of setbacks when it came, not a lot of setbacks, but a lot of mental setbacks, because my biggest thing was like, what if it doesn't work, or nobody buy my stuff and all that stuff. Now I'm having doubt, and I wouldn't post about it, and my brother kept telling me, what you worried about? And you know, he kept trying to tell me like, you can't be thinking like that. And so I ended up posting the other day, and I've been getting nothing but love. And everybody's saying that they ready, you know, for the drop, and to buy the hoodies and the t-shirts and all that stuff. And I really feel like, well, I don't feel like, I know it's going to be very successful. And people already asking me for other stuff. I got some more ideas in mind. And I found some good stuff too. Some more good stuff that I want to do. But yeah, I'm going to take y'all to the pop-up. It's not until the 23rd. But I'm planning some stuff. And I was worried that I was like, I'm doing vendor spots for the pop-up. And I was worried I wasn't going to get any vendors. But y'all, I just posted. Let me see how many vendors I got. I have 1. So far I have 7. And I thought it wasn't going to be nobody. And I think they're good for this to be like my first pop-up. I have 7 vendors. 10 including me and my brother. So I'm going to have 10 businesses there. All of them black-owned business. So that make it even better. And if you're watching this video and you have a business and you want to be a part, message me on Facebook at Shaquila Harris for your vendor spot. And I just had a lady inbox me today, and she said she's going to send me her money for the vendor spot tomorrow and her logo, so I can add her to the flyer. So that'll be 11 vendors. And I'm praying even more come. I know they will. I prayed over the event, so I already know it's going to go well. And I'm just ready. I'm excited now, actually, because I know God going to be with me and all the other people that are there. And I'm just ready. But yeah, that just go to show if I had fear, kept the fear that God, that the Satan was putting in me, instead of keeping the faith that God had gave me and knowing that it was going to do good, I probably wouldn't even be as happy as I am now, because I still be down myself and wouldn't nobody even know yet, because I wouldn't have even posted it. But that just go to show that I'm not letting the devil stop me, because I could be at the gate of my promise and what God promised me, and not even know, and I could let that fear stop me. And with my cake business, like God been blessing it too, because like I could have let some of the obstacles and stuff I ran into with some of the people block it, but I'm not. And like with my fear of going back to school, I could have let that stop me, but I'm not. And like God has been prospering me in all the places, so we can't let Satan put fear in us and make us doubt stuff that God has promised us. Because if he promised us, he gonna give it to us. All we had to do is do our part and work for it. Because nothing is given to you without working. So we can't let the fear, we can't be like the Israelites and rather go back to a life of poverty or living check to check, because we got scared because the devil put that fear in our head instead of pushing on through that one obstacle. Because you never know. Because like, I got a fear of talking to people. And like I made flyers to pass out about the pop-up and about the clothes, and I took it with me to Walmart yesterday, but I really didn't pass them out because I was scared. But I'm like, okay, these can block my blessing. And I ended up giving them to one lady at the store, and she was like, oh, she told me, she said, give me some more because I'm on my way to church now. And she was like, I'm going to take them to church and give them to the people and tell them about them. So like, that was a good thing. If I had kept being scared and I gave her one, then it wouldn't have got spread. So yeah, that's just the thing. I don't think I'm gonna do nothing else today, so y'all might not see me no more today. If y'all do, it'll be when I cook me something to eat for tonight. But I don't even know if I'm cooking anything to eat tonight, because I don't even know if I want to eat. Because I really just got up at like 12 o'clock, and I ate a breakfast biscuit at 1, so I might not even eat nothing else until tomorrow. But I go to the doctor tomorrow for my last iron infusion, so I might take y'all, but I'm not going to no stores unless I just take out and talk. I'll do that. But other than that, if I don't come back today, then this is it for today, which is Monday. So I'll see y'all later. I pray y'all be blessed. I pray to God that whoever watching this video, that they don't let the fear of the enemy stop them from the promise that God has given them, that He has promised to them. Because that one obstacle can make you change your mind and you'll miss your blessing. And I pray that you can conquer it and you can reach your promise. And I pray that you live in your promise and strictly use your promise for what your purpose is. And I will see y'all later. Alright, y'all. So now, today is Tuesday. I'm on my way for my last iron infusion. I feel okay today. I just feel like kind of like I just feel a little short of breath, and my throat feels so hard. But I'm good. Hope we don't go dead, because this sounds better. I've been recording off since yesterday, but I ain't gotta do that. But go to the doctor, and then after the doctor, I just gotta run to Walmart and have a live visit, because I gotta get some cake stuff. Well, not, I gotta I need a bigger cake board, so I'm going to see if they got a cake board. And then what else? Oh yeah, I need like stuff like soap and dishwashing liquid, and I need some more dish rags. It's like I use 100 dish rags a day, and I need paper towels and tissue. So I'm just gonna go to Walmart and get that. And I left my personal bank card at home. I guess that's a good thing, so I won't be buying that I don't need. But yeah, and I brought the devotional book so I can do devotional with y'all. I left a little early, so I should have time to like sit in front of the place and talk to y'all until the time for me to go in or whatever. But that's about it. And I might come back when I get to Starbucks. And I left my lip chap, so don't mind that. What else I was about to say? Oh yeah, I might be back when I get to Starbucks because I want to try a new drink. One of the fall drinks. I've come to like pumpkin in my drinks now. I had a pumpkin coffee from them like the other day, and it was pretty good, but the coffee was kind of strong. I got 2 shots of espresso in it. I think it was a pumpkin cold foam latte or something like that, and I put 2 shots of espresso. I think if I had did one, it would have been fine, but I did 2. But yeah, so I guess I'll see y'all in Starbucks, and I'll probably get a little breakfast sandwich or something, because I'm hungry. I haven't ate nothing because I just got up. So I'll see y'all in Starbucks. So we're about to go to Starbucks. It's 12:04. My appointment at 1:15, so I think I got time. I'm trying to decide between 2 drinks I've been looking on TikTok, because I don't know like a pumpkin drink to get. Because I used to get one, but I can't remember which one it was because it's been a long time. But I think I'm going to try the Iced white mocha with 2 pumps of pumpkin and 2 pumps of white mocha. Vanilla. I'm thinking I'm gonna do pumpkin sweet cream foam instead of vanilla sweet cream foam. With extra caramel drizzle, and I'm gonna add cinnamon on top. And I wanna try the biscuit, the cream cheese biscuit. So we're gonna see. Hopefully the line is moving. You know, there's always a line at Starbucks. I'm scared to order y'all because y'all know I be stuttering.
Hi, thank you for choosing Starbucks. How may I help you?
Yes, can I have an ice white mocha with 2 pumps of pumpkin and 2 pumps of white mocha? And can I get pumpkin sweet cream foam?
You said 2 pumps of pumpkin and 2 pumps of white.
And can I have pumpkin cold foam instead? With extra caramel drizzle with cinnamon on top.
Anything else?
And I want to get the pumpkin cream cheese muffin. And do y'all still have the panini?
The panini?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of panini?
I think it was like the feta and spinach or something like that.
The spinach and feta wrap?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we don't have the spinach and feta wrap.
Okay, well, that'll be all then.
Let's see. So, you got the second kind of, the extra something else.
Oh, the pumpkin muffin, the cream cheese muffin.
Yeah. Okay, it's $13.26.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got the hood on and it is hot in these streets. It is hot. So now that's where it's been a year, and my dad got her for her birthday, so it's her birthday today, and she wants to go to the club with me and her kid. I'm gonna go, but let's see how it goes. And if he asks me to go,
I thought they be cut that.
it's okay.
Big step before.
Thank you. It looks good. Yeah, see. All right. I thought I told him I wanted the wrap too, but I guess I didn't need it. This is the muffin. baby. This muffin is bussin'. When I tell you this muffin good. Ooh, hold on, y'all. This muffin so good. This is a good muffin. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. I drank good, the muffin good. Can't even focus to drive. It's devotion time. This one is titled, so we got like 25 minutes. This one is called God is on Your Side, and the scripture comes from Romans 8:31. What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? Nobody. These words, God is on your side, just rang out as they were spoken today. We find ourselves from day to day fighting this good fight of faith with the joy and assurance that God is right there by our side, just as He said when He promised that He would never leave us nor forsake us. What we as Christians must endure comes as no surprise to us based on the warning that Jesus gave in John 16:33, which said that in the midst of it all, to be of good cheer, because He has deprived the world of any power to harm us due to the fact that He was already conquered the world for us. So like, why we worry about what we got going on in the world, and like the things that's getting tried, that is, I can't talk today. The things that are being thrown at us when God has already conquered those things, we shouldn't have to worry about it, because it's just the devil trying to get us to feel like, okay, I got all this stuff going on against me. Lord, I can't make it. But you can, because God already conquered it, but He gonna make you feel like He didn't. It is during our valley experiences that we must remember that God is on our side, bring us the victory He has already obtained for us. At this time, we can allow these burdens to become so overwhelming to us simply because we tend to forget that in the midst of the storm of life, God is on our side. And I feel like when we go through stuff, we always feel like we're alone, but we have to remember ultimately that God is always on our side, and He already, like He said, He'll never leave us nor forsake us. And we got to remember that. And if we can just remember that, I promise you we'll get through things better. Isaiah 43:2 gives us the assurance that God is for us and always with us, regardless of where we find our passage through the waters. Isaiah 43:2 gives us the assurance that God is for us and always with us, regardless of where we find ourselves in the life of this faith. He said, not maybe, but when thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee. And through the rivers they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. Never forget that Jesus came to so that we can live life in abundance. But he also told us to expect trouble in life of faith along the way. And like, I feel like that's where a lot of people get like misled, because people don't tell you like when you walking with Christ or you walking in faith and stuff that you're gonna go through something, and like it's not gonna be always easy, but you're gonna have to keep the faith. And when people end up finding out like they still gonna go through some trials even though they walking in faith, they want to give up because they're gonna be like, ain't nobody told me you're like this. But I'm here to tell you, you still gonna have some things you're gonna go through, so you just gonna have to keep your faith and, you know, press forward, and just remember that God is always on your side and that you're not going through it alone. Because a lot of times we, you know, coming up and stuff, they don't tell you that it's gonna be all hard and stuff. And I think I say this in every vlog, that it's not gonna be easy, but the outcome is gonna be great, because you know nothing that's good gonna come easy. So you can expect some things to happen, but you just gotta remember that God will bring you through. The very good news about it is that no matter what you face, God is on your side. You are never alone. He is always there to not only see you through, but to comfort you as you go through. He is not some distant deity. I don't know the word. He is not some distant deity who cannot be found in our time of need, but is a very present help in our time of trouble. Psalms 46:1. Or how the enemy would like for you to believe that God is only with us when we are on our mountaintops, and that he abandons us when we have our valley experiences. When he tries to speak these lies to you, tell him that God said in Joshua 1:9 to be strong and to be of good courage. Be not dismayed, for the Lord God is with thee whatsoever thou goest. He is always with you. You are never alone. Psalms 118:6 says, the Lord is on my side, I will not fear. Never allow fear to move you into a place where you feel as if God has left you alone. Some people take on victim mentality simply because they think that God has left them alone to fight their battles. And I mean, I know everybody's brain works different, but I hate a person that try to use like, I mean, the things that we go through sometimes are the stuff that makes us who we are. And like, everybody gonna go through stuff, and like some people just don't speak on what they go through. But it's you have those people that go through stuff, and they always like to use that as an excuse for the way they live or how they act. Like some people, when they I told you I'm short of breath today. When you have some people that be like, okay, I didn't have a dad, so that's why I gangbang and I steal and I fight. I mean, just because you ain't had no dad, you ain't have to do that. Cause I could have been doing that. I ain't had no daddy. And two, they be like on the girl standpoint, they be like, oh, that's why she talked to so many men, and that's why she do this and she do that. That's why she in the streets and all that stuff. She ain't had no dad. I ain't had no dad. I ain't in the streets. I don't be running around sleeping with everybody. It's your choice. Like you can either make that choice better you, or you can make that choice like really take you down through that. Then you put yourself through even more stuff because you choose to be a victim and use your life and what you've been through as a struggle instead of using it as a testimony. Because you were like, yeah, I went through this, but look at me now. Instead of being like, yeah, I went through this, that's why I act like this. You know? But he told us that he will fight for us if we will just hold our peace, knowing that God is on your side. When you absorb his words of Romans 8:31, where he told us that if God be for us, who can be against us? Then you will understand that in him we will always win. This is our statement of victory. Then you understand that because he is on your side and commands you to be strong in him and the power of his might in Ephesians 6:10, you can run through a troop and leap over the wall. You have on your side the King of glory, the Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle fighting for you. When King David went to fight against Goliath, he knew that God was on his side. Therefore, he had no fear. He trusted not in his own ability, but in the Almighty God, who he knew was with him. With God on our side, we are able to stand up against any trouble, foe, or enemy. Isaiah 54:17 says, because God is on our side, no weapon formed against thee shall prosper in any way. Stand up today and face whatever is before you without fear or doubt. Always keep this in the forefront of your mind. God is on your side, and He is more than anything that can come against you. Be strong and of good courage and walk in your faith. And I mean, in the end, all you gotta do is just remember that God is with you, and that you're not walking this walk alone. And that's what some people tend to forget. And like, I know when I started my walk, I used to feel alone. Like, dang, I ain't got nobody. Don't nobody understand me. And like, you just used to want somebody to talk to that you feel like wouldn't judge you or like understand. Especially when I was going through my warfare. But I just had to remember, like, God is on my side, and I'm not going through none of this stuff for no reason, and that He gonna bring me through. And I mean, I think by me remembering that it was okay, I was okay. But I ain't gonna lie, it was still hard though sometimes, cause like recently, it was like for some reason I was trying to get back into the old modes of depression and stuff. And I really don't know why, because wasn't nothing going on. Like, I really didn't have a reason. And I was like, I know they just some more warfare the devil trying to get me. But I pushed through it, and I've been okay lately. And it just, I mean, like, there was a storm for me. So I guess, and you know, you could say, and I remember that God was with me. And I didn't let the devil get to me. And I prayed and told God I had no reason to feel like that. And I know what it was. And I prayed that He'll bring me out of it. And He did. So, I mean, it's all about just, you know, keeping your faith and stuff. And remembering that God is with you and you're not alone. So, yeah. I mean, it's just about walking in faith, like it said. And knowing that nothing can come against you. Because God already conquered all this stuff. The devil just throwing it back at us to make us feel like He didn't. So we can fall and be under His word and all this stuff. But because, you know, the devil inherited the earth when he got kicked from heaven. So he down here trying to do everything he can to torment us and make us feel like God not with us and all this stuff. But we got to remember that we can't let him get in our head. We got to keep going forward. We have to prosper, and we will. You just have to pray and keep your faith, and just know that everything gonna be okay. Fight the good fight with the Lord. It ain't your battle, it's God's battle. He says, I can't remember the scripture, but I remember reading it, and when he said God says for you to hand all your troubles to him. You know, like that gospel song said, the battle ain't yours, it's the Lord. You supposed to give all your problems to God and have the faith, and that he gonna handle them and not worry no more. If you gave it to God, don't worry about it, because he gonna handle it. He told us that our bodies wasn't made to stress. We can't handle the stress of one day, so why are we stressing about all the other stuff that's going on? We supposed to give it to him, because we can barely handle the stress of the day. You know, I think I just said the same thing like 5 times, but it's okay. It may be the coffee. I think it's the coffee. But yeah, so just remember God is with you and you're not alone. And just keep walking and fighting a good fight, because I mean, it ain't gonna be in vain in the end. God gonna bless you, you're gonna get everything you want, and then the ultimate rewards, you're gonna meet God in heaven. You're gonna hear, well done, my good and faithful servant. You ain't gonna hear, I don't know you. So you want to fight that fight and hear, well done, my good and faithful servant, or you want to hear, I don't know you? I think I'll fight that fight and hear, well done, you know. But yeah, it look like my camera finna go dead. It ain't started blanking yet, but it got the little 2 bars up there. So I mean, I'm finna go in now. It's 12:48 and my appointment at 1:15. So maybe they're gonna get me back, cause they always had to stick me like 2 and 3 times. I got a mark right here. I got a mark right here. A mark on this hand. Where they always have a hard time getting my IV. And like, y'all, I should have showed y'all. Okay, well, they might be able to get it, cause they sitting up pretty good. Normally when I come, they be like, I can have like veins of a crackhead on my way up here, and I get to the doctor, for some reason the mugs disappear. So I can't find them, but I'm talking about the coffee and still drinking the coffee. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get me another one of them biscuits. Cause that biscuit was good. But yeah. I'll talk with y'all good folks later. I'm about to go in here. Hopefully it's speedy and we'll get done.